Sold as time.
Here we are, OCW High Octane. You know, we're at Melanie Lake, but I'm getting some Dawson's Creek vibes with this bridge and this little creek running through. So the Saboteur, Sidney Von Engeland, I don't want to wait for the show to be over and for us to have our match. So right here, right now, we're gonna kick off High Octane with No Shame Jimmy Shane defending the OCW Heavyweight Championship against you. And you're gonna find out exactly why this handsome devil right here is Mr. OCW.
It's worth pointing out as we bring you live to Melanie Lake, live to OCW Overload, and live to OCW High Octane on the final day of spring 2021. Paul here alongside Drew the Werewolf Starner.
As always.
And Drew, we are seeing a huge, potentially hostile takeover of OCW by the Von Engelands. Boy, did Sidney just get clobbered with the hockey stick?
Looked like it.
Okay then. Sidney Von Engeland, very accomplished. You look at his training. He trained at Progress Wrestling, Drew.
Yeah.
Then you're talking about the likes of Jimmy Havoc, Sid Scala, and Dominic Greeny. Backstreet has come back to Melanie Lake. Ladies and gentlemen, the three-time OCW Heavyweight Champion, no rain Jimmy Shane, because it has been a rain, go away kind of day there, Drew.
Yeah, no rain Jimmy Shane, the OCW Heavyweight Champion for 28 days, winning that title back at Tradition.
In a brutal match with his former best friend, the Guiding Light Matthew Taylor, tables, ladders, and chairs. Such a brutal battle between those two. And now, the open challenge by Jimmy Shane, which he's put out multiple times already. We were out here, actually it was just you, at a special live event here at Melanie Lake the next night, next afternoon, with a open challenge to anybody. Didn't matter where you're from. Ohio, Canada, the UK, South Carolina apparently is big for this kind of thing too.
Yeah.
And even Pennsylvania, although I'm not a huge fan of the Pittsburgh area personally. No offense to Pittsburgh fans.
Well, I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm a Seahawks fan, but I digress.
Your 12th man is in need of some work. But the 12th man of OCW is the OCW faithful, who are always in the corner of the heavyweight champion of the world. No shame, Jimmy Shane.
Papa Smurf looks mighty stylish with those sunglasses on.
He does. And I think, you know, Sidney doesn't look too bad, but he's a little bit blinded by the light. Oh, down he goes. Now he's trying to lock up with the referee. Somebody needs to help Sidney Von Engeland here. He might blow his chance at a heavyweight championship match by taking out Papa Smurf, who is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best referee in the game. And how do I know that? Because look at Papa Smurf. He is checking on Jimmy, checking on Sidney Von Engeland, patting him down, making sure there's no weapons. Nothing illegal will be involved in this matchup. It is one fall to a finish, and it is for the heavyweight championship of Ohio Championship Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so glad you could join us for the final day of spring 2021. Summer is going to be a hot one here in OCW, and we can't wait to take you along for the ride. Very much enjoying the orange and white color scheme for our champion today. Von Engeland seems a little bit trying to perhaps confuse the champion. And there's the bell.
We are underway here for the OCW Heavyweight Championship, and Jimmy just sneezed on Papa Smart.
Gesundheit. Jimmy's having a little bit of fun at the expense of Sidney Von Engeland here. But Von Engeland, you look at the influences of Von Engeland. I've heard names like Rollerball Rocco, Dean Malenko, a great of all time, William Regal, who we just saw in a few different instances in other promotions. Those are three of the best that you can think of when you're talking about technical wrestling and that British style of technical wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's actually worth pointing out that Sidney is the founder and coach of the Von Engeland Grappling Academy, which I'm sure you can find online. Just like us, you can find on Twitter at OCW Online. Our Instagram is at Ohio Championship Wrestling. And of course, you are watching us on OCW Overload, or you can find us on Facebook, Ohio Championship Wrestling. And of course, check us out on YouTube every week for OCW Flashpoint. And Von Engeland is taking time to check his socks. Okay. I've seen a lot in wrestling. I don't think I've ever seen a match start with somebody checking their socks.
So let's imagine my watch is in the sky.
No, that's a new one on me.
Thank you for watching over us and having a serious match. Watch. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sidney Von Engeland just praised the Lord.
I'm all about the fundamentals.
And I don't have words for that. Yes, indeed. While you're here at Melanie Lake, come out and enjoy a Bob's Hamburg at the Bob's on the Go. I know you, myself, and the whole crew had a Bob's Hamburg earlier today.
Absolutely delicious.
They are some of the best burgers you're ever going to have. And you know how, like, a burger at a McDonald's or something like that is a preformed patty? Not here. You're getting a fresh burger made with fresh ground beef. That's what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for right now is some action in the ring from Sidney Von Engeland, who has stalled for more time than an elevator that's stuck on the 37th floor. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, the Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and all it takes is 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and we could have a new champion. And it could be Sidney Von Engeland, which would change the course of Ohio Championship Wrestling forever.
Yeah.
Jimmy Shane went for looked like a nice takedown there. A single leg, perhaps? Instead, Von Engeland is diving out of the ring and walking away, perturbed. If you're counting at home, there has not yet been an offensive maneuver in this match, which is kind of a record for us here. Normally, we're about 3 minutes in with about 27 drop kicks.
Could Sidney Von Engeland be taking a walk here?
I'm worried more about the hockey hitman. Eden is very dangerous, and tonight against Natalie May,
Well, Jimmy's got the microphone.
Keith, so British, you're not counting our language. We'll try it again. Much better. You gotta do it with an English accent. 2, 3, 4.
No shame, Jimmy Shane is not one to turn away a good time. What's the old saying? We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Exactly.
Count is up to 7, and Sidney Von Engeland back into the ring, and Jimmy Shane takes a dive to the outside now.
He's sitting out here amongst the faithful.
Sidney is very confident. I think that's a fair way to put that. This crowd is letting Sidney have it throughout this match so far. You have to wonder, is Sidney trying to impress Eden? What the hell? And Jimmy Shane is now hugging Eden Von Engeland, who has a hockey stick. I've made it a point in my life never to hug anybody holding a hockey stick. It worked well when I was covering the Cleveland Monsters back in the day. But I digress. A gentlemanly handshake, a gentleman's agreement. Yes, let's all just... I really want to see Sidney Von Engeland here. I want to see him go for this now. Or he can go for the clap again, I guess. I probably should say clapping, because the clap is actually something horrific. Everybody's having a good time here at Melanie Lake. The sun is shining. There is no rain to be found. And if you're not having a happy Father's Day weekend, come on down. You can still get in. Have a good time. If you're not able to do so, we're glad to have you with us here on OCW Overload. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, past, present, and future. I think I just wished a 7-year-old Happy Father's Day indirectly there. This championship matchup, which is 1 fall to a finish, no time limit, because we don't have time limits in OCW. We're all about high octane championship action. Going for the arm there, possibly into a key lock, maybe going for a wrist lock.
Looking for the wrist lock.
Trying to get that wrist lock, instead gets a noogie. He did it all for the noogie. The noogie.
I didn't pull his hair. We're good.
That was a closed fist. Disqualify him.
That really was a close fist in hindsight. I
He
can't.
does have a point. You can't really argue with him there.
Usually the ref will admonish you on the first time. It's that second time that you got to be careful on the noogie.
Referee's position.
That's disgusting.
This is a amateur wrestling
This is a family
position,
show.
and that benefits Von Engeland quite greatly here with his background in British wrestling. It derives from that amateur style, and it's more of a ground-based game. This could be a trap that Jimmy is setting for himself here. Gets the headlock.
Well, I know in jiu-jitsu, we call that the turtle position, and a lot of offense can come from the turtle position because it's essentially a trap position.
Well,
You,
right now.
you lure somebody in with that false sense of security, and
You mean like that?
absolutely.
The headlock from the side turns into a wrist lock that is bending and contorting Von Engeland into a horrific display there. Von Engeland trying to make sure one of those shoulders are up. If both shoulders are down, our senior referee, Papa Smurf, as I've mentioned before, the best damn referee in the game, will count 1, 2, and possibly 3. That would lead to a victory. Those of you who are new to our game, the pro wrestling game, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you, and I'm honored that you have allowed me to be your sensei. That's the second noogie. He might get disqualified for the second noogie. That is an open, you got to open that fist when you're delivering the noogie.
But keep in mind, the title will not change hands on a disqualification.
So you're telling me the title will not change hands on a noogie?
Yeah.
Boy, that's, again, you learn something new in this game every single time. Beautiful side headlock, though, by the champion. Nice go behind, standing switch to the back. Throws up the L. The shameless one delivering a nice little reminder of who is the W and who is the L in this win-loss scenario. Von Engeland trying to...
Wait.
I'm not sure. Is he doing calisthenics?
Just wait.
Are these toe touches?
Hey, stop looking at his wanker.
The OCW faith will never disappoint.
That was pretty good.
It's PG-13. Let's be honest here. We have someone roaming around ringside with a hockey stick. We're PG-13 at best.
Headlock takeover.
Beautiful ground game. Oh, first cover. First cover.
2 only.
That could have been the most unbelievable moment in OCW history. A headlock into a cover for the championship victory. I can't ever remember a headlock winning a championship here in OCW. But all it takes is 3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Or submission. Oh, wait a minute. Now, Von Engeland
Raking the eyes.
looked like the hair and the eyes. I think he raked the hair into the eyes to then rake the eyes and make it so much more disorienting. Von Engeland not playing around here, or maybe he is. I'm not really sure anymore. Well, I hope he's got a solid jaw because he just took 3 to the face and the shameless elbow. Follows it up with that big knee to the face. And the champion is not messing around anymore.
But Eden on the apron.
And what is going through the mind of Eden Von Engeland and what's going through the mind of Sidney Von Engeland? Oh!
Clubbing shot to the back of the neck.
Sidney Von Engeland with a nasty shot to the back of the head. Follows it up with an exploder suplex. Now we're starting to see that nastiness, that British style, which is a little grittier, a little tougher than a lot of other wrestling organizations and a lot of wrestling. Well, I spoke too soon.
Going for a senton and nobody home.
I heard there was no water in the pool.
A
Sit out.
Uranagi.
Into the cover for the championship. No. 2 from Papa Smurf. See, told you. Into the corner, but eats it. Looked like an elbow. Didn't get all of it. Did get all of that buckle. It did not taste good. Ducks the clothesline.
Spear!
Spear connects by the champion. Cover 1, 2, and it is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still OCW Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy Shane.
That one was a little bit of one of the more unique matches in OCW history, I would say.
Yeah.
But it ends the same way it always does for the champion, no shame, Jimmy Shane. A W and a celebratory lap for the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 6-man tag. First out is the Hahntourage. Showman, Knox. The professional, Brandon Fields. Moneyman, Kenny Kash. And they're represented by our agent, Nick Hahn.
Well, when you've got money like Nick Hahn, yes, you would have your own t-shirts as well. I would assume you can get those at any of our future OCW shows, so if you're out here at Melanie Lake this summer, you'll definitely want to stop by the merchandise stand and pick yourself up a Hahntourage t-shirt. I hear he doesn't, you don't call him, he calls you. But let's talk about what happened last month at Tradition 2021. One of the most shocking moments we've ever had here in OCW. Jock Sampson attacked Jared Knight, who he was teaming with to defend the honor of OCW. Instead, revealing it was all just an elaborate ruse, a trap laid by Nick Hahn and Jock Sampson, and then brutally assaulting Jared Knight.
Actually putting Jared Knight in the hospital. I knew he was going to cut me off.
He's got amazing timing.
That's your cue to shut your mouth. What is it that every time I come here, we instead of see you just ugly people?
Hey now, I'm pretty.
This is disgusting. You're smiling, but you're in that cool right there. That stupid little hair, I'll tell you that much right now.
That man's hair does look kind of stupid. I'll stand by that.
Come on. Don't insult the faithful.
You know what they get upset when you have international shots out there. Hillside Adventures right now, man. Jared Knight, James the Baker, Hickey, and Ron Michael make the big shot.
What do you know? A mic drop. And a standing ovation from the OCW faithful.
Oh, there you go.
Might be the only time that Nick Hahn's ever gotten cheered in his life.
Let's welcome the team James the Baker, Hickey, Ryan Michaels, and Jared Knight.
And Paul, I'm just going to say it. This match tonight is just about honor.
Yes, 100% agree. When you have one of the top young stars in Jared Knight getting brutalized and assaulted, that does two things. Number one, that points out that he's on the bullseye. He's on the radar as a guy to watch in 2021. But number two, now we have to worry about a coup being staged by Nick Hahn. He's got 4 men in his crew so far that we know of. We didn't know about Jock Sampson last month until it was too late. Who else has he brought along into this Hahntourage of evil?
And that would be the million-dollar question.
Sorry, force of habit. But what is not a force of habit, these 6-man tag team matches can be chaotic. You're talking about 6 individuals, 3 men on each side, pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countout to win or lose the match. Only 1 member of each team is allowed to be in the ring legal at any one time. These matches can have trouble staying afloat. But if anybody can handle it, it is our referee here tonight. Anybody who's trained under Papa Smurf has to be. Hahntourage, oh my goodness, Nick Hahn with the money bag. You know, he cut me off during an interview last month. Yeah. And then threw me out of the shop.
And we are underway.
And we are live at Melanie Lake, and oh man.
Oh, here he comes.
I'm more worried about Jared Knight in the ring with a Luthez press and just taking down the money man, Kenny Kash. I think Kash might have taken his eye off the ball a bit there, and he paid for it. Perhaps Nick Hahn would be wise to worry more about what's going on in the ring. Tag. In comes the DBI 8 winner, James the Baker Hickey. Nice double back elbow by the dynamic duo there. And Hickey, who at one point was within an eyelash of winning the Heavyweight Championship. This is a man who can go in the ring. Tag. In comes Asher Knox, the sure bet. And I bet he didn't realize he was about to get floored with that clothesline.
He just got the clock cleaned right there.
Pop-up forearm cover, first cover of the match. Could be the only cover, no.
2 count only.
A 2 count for James the Baker Hickey. Great ring awareness by Hickey. Tag, in comes Ryan Michaels. This guy is he's going to be a blue chipper.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep in mind, He tapped out Brandon Fields, the professional, to the sharpshooter last month at Tradition 2021. Cover by Michaels. 2 count only.
But also notice that Ryan Michaels has that kinesio tape on that shoulder, showing the scars probably from that brass ring gauntlet.
The brass ring gauntlet was one of the most grueling matches that we've had in OCW.
And
the whole night.
Asher Knox targeting that bad shoulder.
It's not one of those things that you can hide. When you put that kinesio tape on, you basically put a bullseye on that body part. And anybody with any common sense knows if you're going to win a fight, you attack the injured limb.
And a 3-on-1 assault on Ryan Michaels in the corner.
I think it might have been 4-on-1. I'm pretty sure Nick Hahn had 2 hands in. And I believe the professional, Brandon Fields, is looking for a wrist lock of sorts there. When you talk about Brandon Fields, you're going to talk about some of the more ground-based games. A simplified offense that leads to an explosion at the end. And that's a dangerous thing because it can almost lure you into a false sense of security. And then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're on the mat for 3 seconds looking up at the lights.
100%.
Metaphorically here tonight. Elbows by Ryan Michaels. Oh, but
yanked down.
It's legal, but it's not ideally how you want to bring a man to the mat there. Tag, in comes Kenny Kash. Kash just putting the boot right to the chest, the sternum area of Ryan Michaels. Almost to Nick Hahn, again, choking the man out. That is illegal, and if the referee had seen it, he would have stopped and disqualified the Hahntourage. Instead, the Hahntourage gets that unfair advantage.
Is there no low that this man will not stoop to?
No, there is not. If he could sell his grandmother on eBay, he would do so.
Vicious backbreaker there.
Cover by Kash. He's got 2. He's got no.
2 count only.
2.5 if you want to be a little more precise on that, and that's concerning because Ryan Michaels, you can tell that injured body part, the kinesio tape we mentioned earlier, maybe that's already affecting this man, and that could put his team at a disadvantage early into this match.
Asher Knox, the legal man for the Hahntourage.
Quick tags in and out by the Hahntourage, keeping the fresh man in, and the 4th man in Nick Hahn.
Hahn on the apron.
If Nick Hahn is so eager to get into the ring, why doesn't he just become a wrestler? Clothesline by Asher Knox. That was more of a royal flush there. Tag. The professional Brandon Fields back in. You talk about technically sound competitors here in OCW. I don't think you can talk about that without putting Brandon Fields' name at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Fields off the ropes, looking for a clothesline. My God, more of a lariat.
Inside out goes Ryan Michaels.
Into the cover for the win, but Baker Hickey getting in there to break this thing up. I think he knew what we all knew, which is that Ryan Michaels needs to make that tag. And now Michaels worked into the negative corner, if you will. And
Kenny Kash applying the choke. Asher Knox putting the boots to Ryan Michaels.
And look at the professional Brandon Fields drawing the attention of the younger Jared Knight. I'm not saying inexperience is playing the key here, but he has not been in heavyweight championship fights. And that's the kind of thing that over time you learn not to fight into those types of situations. And instead, swinging neck breaker. That could be the opening for Ryan Michaels. Fields looks like he landed awkwardly on the back of his head there.
Yeah, he might not know where he is right now.
The referee administering the 10 count. But both men searching for the tag.
Can Michaels get to that corner, though? Looks
Reaching.
like Fields going to cut him off.
Could have. No, wait. Fields has it by the trunks. Nice up and over. Rolls through. Tag is made, and in comes the Baker. And the rolling pin is out for James Hickey.
Cleaning the apron of the Hahntourage.
And a belly-to-belly suplex by the Baker. And I think he's going to bake us a cake as fast as he can because he's about to roll it up and mark it with a B. Cover! 2 is all he got.
You want this? You want this?
The Baker is in full control of the professional Brandon Fields here. Tag, and in comes Jared Knight. I have told you many a time, he is one of the hottest young stars we have here in OCW, and I cannot wait to see him have that breakout moment. And a bulldog on the professional might be that breakout moment. Into the cover, 2, he's got 2, no!
That was close.
I thought maybe Jared Knight had him there. I feel like the crowd here, our OCW faithful, are in that same boat.
Oh, like Knight going to the top.
Knight is looking for a high-impact, high-risk maneuver. The Baker taking out Asher Knox and sending him, oh wait, no, Baker into the corner ring post. Cover off the crossbody. He's got him beat. He's got him beat.
Nick Hahn on the apron once again.
Nick Hahn again. With the money, is he trying to bribe? No, he handed the money bag. He handed the money bag to Brandon Fields, who just cleaned Jared Knight's clock. What is in that money bag? I would venture to guess it might not be dollar bills anymore.
Might have been a few gold bars in there.
The Manhattan drop, and then a double clothesline. The Hahntourage Express floats over in the jackknife cover, and it's over the Brandon. My God, the Hahntourage can't be stopped. I don't know how you stop the Hahntourage. They had the referee basically in their back pocket. There was nothing he could do about it. He was just being accosted, for lack of a better term. Nick Hahn knew where to be at any given point to keep the referee's attention long enough to give his men the advantage. And if that's the case, we might be looking at future tag team champions, future heritage champion.
Oh my God, there was a turnbuckle in that bag.
Of course there was. Of course there was. My God. Is there no depth to which the Hahntourage won't stoop? The answer is a resounding no.